Yo.
I don't feel like doing a long one today because I wasn't actually doing something when.
Wait, you don't feel like doing a long one? Fair enough.
Usually when I do the long one, it's because I'm watching a YouTube video at the start.
Mm.
And it's just you interrupt me. Just no fucking manners from you.
Yeah, sorry, dude.
So anyway, how you doing?
I'm pretty tired, but okay,
No,
not too bad.
Okay, I think we'll start with that. It's just so how much do you sleep a day again? I'll say a day because the night doesn't really do it when your sleep is so fucking divided as is.
Wait, so are you just saying how much do I sleep during the day?
In a 24-hour period.
Depends. It depends on if I have college or not, or slash work or not. On a college night, I'll go to bed at midnight. Probably won't go to sleep until 1, and then I need to wake up for 6. So about
we
5, 6
all
hours.
need to wake up for 6.
Yeah, no, but that's when I get up. 6:30. So.
You missed the joke.
No, I know your accent makes it sound like 6.
Let's say that I don't hear
it. But yeah, so about 6 hours at most on college nights and work. So that's about 3-4 nights a week, and then the rest I sleep in. So I get about 10 hours.
Yeah.
Because the thing what people think that as soon as I say goodnight, I sleep. That's not true.
I mean,
so
that if I were to try and guess, I would go by that. But yeah, nobody does that. Everyone. I mean, I don't check my phone because I have to keep my phone on charge overnight. So that kind of forces me to not do that.
Mine's like the opposite problem where I charge mine on my bed because I don't have a bedside table that reaches to a plug. So my phone is always next to me in bed. So I'm up for another hour or two just watching videos and shit in bed.
Jerking off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you had calls by ISP again any time in the past couple of years?
No, not since the last one. No, it's. But I have noticed I'm being throttled more. I never used to get throttled, and now I do occasionally. I'll notice my internet's just fucking up, but at the same time, I do use both my Wi-Fi and my mobile internet a lot, so it's understandable.
I just got an email saying that the production of one of my figurines has been pushed back a month again. Nice.
Rip.
No, not surprised.
I actually. I ordered something.
Yeah, you
from
ordered
Japan.
The is it actually from Japan or is it from China?
It's from Japan, I'm pretty sure.
You ordered.
Probably was made in China, but.
Oh well, I mean, as it lane is a Chinese mobile game.
Yeah, but I think the seller is based in Japan.
In fact, this whole Chinese thing is putting a great deal of my stress of hating China when I'm simultaneously playing fucking Girls Frontline. They're the good Chinese, I swear it.
Hold on, I'm on the website. Oh, tell a lie, Hong Kong.
Oh, so that's going to get delayed.
I got FedEx, so I think it's already been shipped. To be honest, they do have the caveat it may take up to 30 business days, but I paid for the good shipping.
Warehousing may be subject to bombing raid.
Oh, but they put that nice, the Asian smiley face. So
Oh, the
it's
one
all
where they
good.
use like the three characters.
Yeah, yeah. So
So like a bracket and an upside down three, and another bracket.
Oh, okay. So good news. It's out of Hong Kong.
Oh,
Bad news. It's in China.
yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, if it's in China, then it's not like it can get embargoed at the port.
Yeah, yeah. It's clearance in progress. See, I never use FedEx or.
Just making sure
I
it's
try
not
not to
having
use.
Winnie the Pooh's in it.
It's estimated to be delivered by Wednesday.
Oh, nice. Oh,
Which is,
I
is
guess
not too
while we're
bad.
talking about that, no, your package has not arrived. I
No, yes. Oh,
the,
oh.
the guy at the post office is kind of getting annoyed with me now because I've been like coming in every day after work since Wednesday.
Right.
It's like, bro, have you seen any packages for this beer box? And he's like, nah, mate.
See, right. So I didn't get the most expensive shipping
You didn't get
because
trapped.
that would have been like 75 quid. But I did get the reasonably expensive one.
The one that goes by ear, but not the one where they'll tell you where it is. So.
Well, better than that one.
Yeah.
Better than that one. Because that's like the minimum. If you send something by the post office, it's not getting put on a ship.
Oh, I kind of want to get stuff sent on a ship. Just so that they forget about it and then like 3 months later it shows up. Or in your case, it would be like 9 months or something.
Oh, hang on. Okay, so we should track back, and first say the thing that I'm expecting, and then second say the thing you're expecting.
I think everyone knows what I'm expecting. It's been a fucking running joke on this podcast for the past.
Well, apparently,
when did this start again? February. This has been a running joke since February.
Yeah, March or something. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, but okay. So the thing I'm expecting is I made a bit of an impulse purchase. So what I wanted was I got the message. I think all Azur players got it. Attention, all Azur players. Okay, so the first anniversary art collection is what I bought. Now, but this wasn't what I was advertised. It's the illustration collection. So this is one that's for the NA, EU, Western.
So I'm gonna go out on a
audience.
limb, and when they say illustration collection, this is basically all the assets but printed. So like all the login screens, like profile shots of all the boats or the main boats.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Like the
but I think
CGs.
there's a bit more of the emphasis on more of the art side. So more of those like loading screens and promotional images.
With
because the one
chest.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of the images now, and I'm like, oh.
How much did it cost? I might buy one. I don't even play it.
No, you can't. It's sold out.
Fuck.
So this is my story. So it was $48, not including shipping. USD.
Oh,
so
fuck, that must be a chungus book.
Full details. Let's see. It doesn't actually say how many pages it is, but it's got some good pics in it.
I mean, my fucking Sayori art book was only like $10, and it has like a couple hundred pages.
I mean, it's probably like hiked up in price. Pre-order period 15th to the 30th of September. So something I kind of forgot about, and then oh shit, I remembered it a few days ago. So I went to buy it, but when I put in first anniversary art book, something else was coming up. So I was like, huh. So I had to try and remember what this one was, and I saw it was sold out. But then I saw the other one was available to buy. So the other one is the Chinese-Japanese one for their first anniversary, which is like a year ago. So you can actually pre-order their second one, but that's the first anniversary art collection. So that's what I That's what I've bought.
You just can't read it. All you can do is look at the pretty pictures.
Whoa, my entry-level Japanese qualification would like to have a word with you. I can read several words.
I can read picture books, which is exactly what this is.
Yeah. So, I wish... Wait, can I look at the PDF? Part of me doesn't want to look at the PDF, of course, but part of me does. There doesn't seem to be a PDF. But yeah, so that's the one I've ordered. But the thing that's coming for you is obviously the Sports Direct mug.
Yeah, I'm still having.
But there is.
Still having to drink out of my fucking mathematics mug, like a chump.
Sorry, dude. But there is something coming. Something with it.
Yeah, you still haven't told me. I don't want you to tell me. But
well, I was going to say, right, I personally don't like surprises that much, so I'm fine with telling people. But like, I'm fine telling, but some people are really, you know.
I only have one question. Is it a sex thing?
Okay. No.
Okay.
No. So when I was out,
I have basically zero fucking idea.
Okay, so when I was out, I picked this up because I thought I originally went to the anime shop because I wanted to get you a Nozomi, the Nozomi Nendoroid. Ooh. That was kind of what I said I would, but it was shut. So I was like, oh fuck, it's closed on Mondays. So, but I was like, fuck this, I'm not waiting a day.
So he went. So he went to the $2 shop, and he got me the Tozomi no Joe Nendoroid.
yeah. I went to Poundland, and I bought 20 packets of penguins. I just put them in.
Oh, you didn't get me. You've said you didn't get me penguins, but
I know it's not food.
I guess it would make sense that it is Poundland over there. We used to call them $2 shops, and when you equate the exchange rate.
Yeah, right. No, well, that's the issue. There's now encroachment. There's an increasing amount of £5 shops, which is just anathema to me.
Like the stores themselves just straight up disappearing. I was actually incredibly lucky to find one the other week. Like that's where I got the clown nose from. I was from basically one of those like cheap Chinese import shops. Where it's just like, the shitty clown masks and the sequin hats and fucking toy guns and toy swords, which seemed to have littered every childhood. Fuck.
You'll get there.
Every boy's room except yours apparently, but we've talked about that before.
Wait, what's this?
Your mum didn't let you have the toy guns
yes.
from the pound shop because
the issue is she did once.
Oh right,
and brought it into school and shot a girl in the face. Well, I didn't shoot anything, but fired it in a girl's face and it got confiscated, and she wouldn't let me go back and get it. So I to be fair, I didn't do myself any favors. Anyway, sorry.
And they let you go watch the Joker, but we'll get to that later. Or if at all. I mean, do we want to talk about the Joker again now that you've watched it? Spoilers.
I was going to say, yeah, we can talk about Joker. I was trying to think. There were a couple of things I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, I was supposed to introduce this with, you've had a busy fucking couple of weeks.
Okay, right. Remind me what I've done.
You watched Joker. You took the wacky tobacco.
Yes.
Those are the only two on the top of my head right now.
Yeah.
I know there's been more.
The
guy at the fucking library, maybe. I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, and the other thing at the library as well. I might quit. Yeah.
Alright. Fucking everyone's losing their fucking jobs this week.
Yeah,
Like Manlet's getting fucked over. Jan got fucked over literally hours ago.
Well, is it fucked over? He didn't turn up. I'm not gonna. Obviously, I'm not gonna. I'm not saying anything, but it's just like, from what he said he fucked up. He didn't turn up, and I asked if he told anyone before. Like, did he let them know of his absence? And he didn't reply.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
I'm assuming he didn't tell anyone.
The thing is, yeah, there is a lot of like very nuanced things that will make the distinction between justified and unjustified.
Of course. I'm not. I must admit, I'm not passing judgment at all.
And at the same time, might also depend entirely on the contract and Polish law.
Wait, what's it? Sorry. Yeah.
So there's nothing we can realistically say except for like in my country, you'd still have a job or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Same. You'd get like disciplinary meeting, but they can't fire you.
I don't know,
if it's your first offense,
maybe yeah.
It might not be. You know, we don't know. We don't know anything. So, but anyway, good luck, Jan.
All right, it's Jan, not Jan.
Yeah, it's Eastern European.
Yeah.
I think it's Jan. Well, I have to. Sorry,
it is. Yeah.
I'm basing this purely on the fact of that Polish girl I went out with. She was called Jagoda, so I think it's a soft J.
All right, you did have a Polish girl once upon a time. It was a different time when you were less gay.
Fuck off.
It's definitely the Y sound, like my Dutch friend Yop.
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 That's a good name.
His name's fucking Yop, and we give him shit.
Imagine being called Yop. Okay, so that's a bunch of things we can talk about. What do you want to start with?
Good question. I don't know. I don't know. Do you want to go chronologically?
Sure. So that would be Joker.
Sure. You watch Joker.
Okay. So I'm not gonna.
If you want, you want the spoiler-free, watch not last week.
I was just about to say we did the spoiler-free one last episode, so we are gonna get into spoilers here because fuck it, I'm not. You know, I can't be asked to try and police myself.
Spoiler: Joker dies.
Okay, so I really liked it. It was a really good film. I was expecting to like it, so it wasn't like super. It wasn't like a groundbreaking film. I didn't watch it and was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Like, I felt like that when I watched Interstellar. I was just fucking amazing. This wasn't the same thing, but yeah, I think it was a really good film.
Nice.
I was really uncomfortable in the first third. I'd say the first third. There were times where I was like, I deal really bad with like awkward humor or just awkwardness in general.
You cannot cope with the mentally ill, and that's why you have this burning self-hatred.
So God knows why I do this podcast with you.
Yeah, I'm dabbing right now, by the way.
But yeah, so there were points where I was like taking my glasses off and just kind of like covering my eyes, like literally just I can't watch this. Oh, but it was really good. It was really well done. It wasn't like bad. It was too awkward. It was too good. But I know that's a personal thing because I what's the term, like empathy, when you put yourself in somebody else's shoes. Yeah. Anything with awkwardness, like I just feel myself in that situation.
Dude, you haven't watched fucking what the fuck is it called again? Fuck shit. I can't remember the name of it, but the anime with the girl with the autistic kid. You'd love it. I think it's called like Wotazake or some shit.
I thought you were on about Boku no Hero Academia.
No.
It's like, well, that's a bit harsh on Deku. He's a bit autistic, but no, I haven't.
Oh, you should watch it. I mean, if you empathize with the characters a lot when they're doing cringe shit, the entire fucking anime and the manga is about.
Oh fuck!
It's basically that shit you're trying to forget about that you did in high school. The anime.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. I am so like that's what I mean. It's not like I imagine myself doing it. It's more just I'm fucking like
it's not that you imagine yourself doing it. It's that you've already done it and you're remembering.
All right, set myself up for that one. But yeah, so there were a couple of things that like were obvious. Like, okay, I'm one of these people who needs to watch a film multiple times. It's like a song, right? This is gonna make me sound so fucking autistic, right? But the first couple of times I listen to a song, my mind really only pays attention to the melody and the singing part. I then, after maybe 10, 15 listens, because I'm a binge listener, I'll just put a song on repeat and listen to it. Suddenly something will click, and my mind will start processing the bass notes, and that can either make a song I didn't really like suddenly sound amazing, or it could make a song that I'm used to with just kind of singing along to the melody and whatever, suddenly like, oh, this sounds totally different. Whenever I've tried to, the reason I'm kind of hesitant to talk about it is because whenever I've tried to describe that to somebody, they all just look at me like I'm fucking autistic. So, but for me, I feel the same with films, where I need to watch a film several times over. Like, I never just get things on the first watch. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I know what you mean, and I kind of relate, but at the same time, I don't relate because I don't have time to watch shit again.
Yeah, okay, it's like if you showed me a song, sorry, if you like put a song on, and you know, I liked it and whatever, there is no chance on earth, unless it is the world's most insane catchy song, or the hook / chorus is repeated multiple times, that I could tell you any lyrics from that song. I need to listen to it several times to start actually noticing lyrics and things like that, because the first time it's more just the melody and how it sounds.
Can you sing the entirety of Poker Face?
No, I can't. No.
Good, because I can't either.
Yeah, I'm.
I don't know how you're supposed to do that in verbal format to make it sound like the text version.
Haha.
Yeah.
It's just haha.
But yeah, but I mean that's the literal translation, but it's like, yeah, it's like, I mean, who would want to lick her toes?
Oh fuck. Okay. But yeah. So why I'm saying this is essentially, I knew something was weird with his relationship with the black chick. I knew something was weird. It didn't make sense, but I would be lying if I put 2 and 2 together during the film until the reveal happens, like halfway through the film.
I will admit on this, the entire thing flew over my head.
Really?
It literally wasn't until Buttery watched the movie and brought it, I'm like, oh, yeah, that actually happened, didn't it? That's pretty fun. Like, I watched them like introduce each other, and the whole him getting really latched onto this, hey, let's just kill ourselves joke a bit too much.
Yeah.
And then them making out and dating, I was like, oh, okay, that's a bit weird, but okay.
Yeah. That was how
and then the reveal happened, and it just went whoosh. Like, I still didn't get it. I was just like, oh, maybe she just doesn't want him in her house at like 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Go back to your own room, faggot.
Yeah, so for me, it was the first bit where he follows her, and she's like chill with it. But then I kind of was like, okay, well, this is just a
Maybe
creative
this is just how
direction.
New Yorkers behave.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, Gotham City,
Oh, fuck
right?
off. It's,
You know.
no. Wait, so if that's, if, like, doing the parallels, if Gotham is supposed to be New York, what the fuck is Metropolis supposed to be?
I was actually thinking that. I think Metropolis is supposed to be a very developed Washington, D.C., maybe?
Is it Washington?
/ New York?
I
Because you remember, Metropolis was made way before, like, Superman existed way before Batman did.
was
So
gonna say, like, San Francisco. But I don't follow.
maybe. The issue is that I really don't watch anything or read anything with Superman in. So there might be, they might have like what's it called, like the transnational tower or something, the pyramid in LA or something. That's like on the skyline. Might have something really distinctive on the skyline, but yeah, I wouldn't know.
Oh, dude, let's just give it. Can you just like imagine like a whole bunch of like rainbow-haired dykes just in like SS uniforms, standing outside the Transnational Monument, giving speeches and just going off to go fucking door knocking.
To be honest, I think somebody made this joke with the the Trans-Pacific Partnership thing, the trade deal.
I haven't heard it. I don't. I'll be
honest. I mean, I can't tell it because I don't remember, but yeah, it was something like the trade deal with traps, cheap traps from Asia into America. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, I should be more versed on the Trans-Pacific Partnership than I am.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure New Zealand is a direct signatory.
I should know more about it than I do, but I don't. I'm just on the NPC level of TPP dad.
Based. Okay, so my main worry about going into this film was that it wouldn't go far enough, because all DC things have traditionally been 12s. You know, The Dark Knight was a 12. And for me, a lot of the violence in The Dark Knight was just gratuitous. For example, the phone bomb in the guy's stomach. I admit I liked the scene, but it didn't really do anything. It was purely just gratuitous violence. Like, you know, oh my god, look at this. The Joker put a bomb in the guy's stomach, that sort of thing. But like with how would you say this? With so because all these films are 12 and whatever, I didn't know how deep, or sorry, not deep in like wow so deep, man, but like how much violence there would actually be. Because I think that the Joker, you know, his story, violence is intrinsically attached to it, you know? So I was a bit worried about that. And then leaving the film, I was like, nope. they went as far as they needed to go, without like, you know, killing babies and things like that. I was thinking, do you know the subway scene? When the guys.
I asked this to everyone because I swear I counted 7 shots out of that revolver. How many did you count if you counted it all? I really need.
Dude, I was literally talking about I can't even remember dialogue from films or whatever. I was not counting those shots.
I really need to find someone who's saying like, oh, I'm about to go watch Jokers, and like, dude, when you see a gun pulled out, can you just count how many bullets come out of it? Because I swear I counted 7, and
yeah, but remember,
no
like,
one else
8-shot revolvers. 8-shot revolvers are quite common.
He doesn't have an 8-shot revolver.
No, but like the myth that all revolvers are like 6-shot or 5-shot.
Oh, they're not all.
Like there's a lot of 8-shot revolvers that fire a smaller caliber, like just a 9mm or something. Like
There's
That is a thing. So
there's no way he had a 9-shot revolver.
not an 8 shot.
Well,
I'm not saying he did. I'm just. Well, I didn't pay too much attention, right?
yeah, well, that's
He's like,
that's
but-
the issue. Is no one else has paid too much attention to it, and it's doing my fucking head in because I can't get confirmation on this until I watch it again, and I'm not fucking watching it again.
So I have an opportunity. Actually, my brother invited me because he needs to see Joker. So my brother invited me to watch Joker again. I wasn't available on the day, but he hasn't went yet. So I might watch Joker again. So if I do, I'll let you know in advance, and I'll make sure to count the shots. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, on the subway scene,
Excuse me.
I swear, like I was thinking in my head, like shoot him, shoot the guy. And then when he died, like yeah, yeah. So
I think that was around the point where I was like, oh, this is class struggle, not gamers. Pomp will love this, and he proceeded to love it, and he also didn't count the shots.
So, this is something that, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna get on my soapbox for a bit.
Do it.
So, obviously, a lot of people I know and on the server, whatever, are American, and there's something fundamentally different in American culture and British culture. There's quite a few things, obviously. But to an outsider from both of these, the people might think, you know, okay, Americans may be a bit more loud and whatever. Brits have bad teeth. What's the real difference?
Both like the cousins. One out of choice, one out of need.
Okay, so, but the big thing is essentially who is the enemy in these cultures. So for all of American culture, we can get to that, right? Okay, but like, okay, for all...
we hit the nail on the head.
Right, just indulge me a bit, okay? Right, yeah, so we've got the correct answer, but just indulge me. Okay, so in America it's race. You know, for as long as there's been racial strife, you know. Slaves, but even not just that, you know, the Irish, the Italians, you know, things like that, right?
Not so.
Whereas in the UK,
was there ever much of a German issue?
Yeah, actually,
like I know
a lot of Germans.
I know during World War One, a lot of them changed their names to stop that shit. Hence why Trump is now not Drumpf, as everyone likes to point out.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was where it's been said so much. Yeah, I've just kind of forgot why it was said. I just thought, oh, people are just calling him a funny, stupid pronunciation. But yeah, it is Drumpf. But anyway, so in America it's been race, and in the UK it's class. Class is the big thing. Obviously, you know, racism is always a factor. But class is the real, like, big divider in the UK. Like, Americans don't really... I know, again, with the growing globalization of the world and whatever words are mixed more, but Americans don't really have, like, words like posh and whatever. And, like, scum, you know, in America is just kind of like an insult. Whereas in the UK, there is a clear connotation that scum is really only used in terms of low class, and you would say you lower class scum, like peasant scum. Peasant scum is an actual insult here. Like, oh, you posh cunt, you posh twat. Like, those are like, I mean, you know,
I'd say they kind of have them, but again, they are very much tied to race.
Yeah.
I put great emphasis on this distinction between a black man and a nigger. And yeah, the nigger is very much the negative ghetto ass stereotype.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know where you want me to go with that.
So I thought you were going to develop it a bit more.
I
But
mean,
yeah.
How much more do I need to develop it? Because
No, I didn't know. I just thought you might.
I'm the thing is, like, I'm actually not sure. Help me, I'm autistic.
um, but yeah, so with in the UK again, like racism is a big thing here as well, of course. But
Fucking
there's
puppies.
far more. Yeah, there's far more of a class divide. Sorry, no. Sorry, not that there's far more of a class divide in a pure numerical sense or whatever. I don't have the stats for that. But like in a cultural sense. And I think in the US, it's more of a recent thing, the big class thing. It is a thing in the US, but I would say that that's perhaps more of a recent thing.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, if
I don't know if it's an American or a British term, but I hear the term old money a lot.
yeah, that's. I mean, well, that whole thing comes from like the original old money is European, and so old money families in the US. Again, the difference between old money, some people think it's just a couple generations, or some people would say it's hundreds and hundreds of years. But a lot of the wealthy old money families in the US trace themselves back to wealthy families in Europe. So,
well, most of these days, I usually hear it like the distinction between, wealthy people in America maybe from like as early as the industrial era to, modern self-made tech giants.
yeah. Yeah, but again, that's one of the differences because here, if you're talking old money, you're talking 15th century, 14th century, like that's old money here, and so because of that, the establishment. This isn't just who do Britain's older than America, like no, it's that the establishment dividing the classes has existed for longer than the common Western world knew about America. These institutions, schools like Eton and Oxford and Cambridge, existed, over 500-600 years ago, and many other things to keep the classes separate. Like literally only 20 years ago, 30 years ago, no one in my situation would be able to go to university at all. It just wouldn't be a thing. That's a very recent thing. That here, university is based on grades now. So anybody that gets sufficiently high grades can go to uni. And that's a clear government thing to try and, because they subsidize college, like universities that taking, poorer.
There's
people,
been an emphasis on social mobility.
Exactly. Yes. Thank you for putting that more concisely. I was failing
for using the government's words.
Yeah. So, I mean that's about it, really. I just wanted to talk about it for a little bit.
Well, I mean, so how does this tie back to how the joke is going?
Oh, sorry. It was more that you brought up class and things like the Joker. Yeah, it's a film all about class divide.
Oh,
or whatever. Yeah. I was just kind of riffing. It's nothing directly related. I was just kind of riffing on it a bit.
Well, at the same time, they say class divide, but there's a whole lot of fucking white people.
Yeah, actually, I noticed the opposite. I noticed in the film there's a lot of black people in this film. I don't know what that says about each other, but
I mean, I'm trying to think who I remember now. I remember the generic Italian clown, the midget clown. Who happens to also be UK immigrant.
Yeah. I thought you said
He's
Italian. I was like,
no, yeah. So he's the midget's doing himself no fucking favors. Yeah, I mean, well, they're all white. I say with air quotes.
yeah.
Fucking Italians. Arthur's white. Like aside from the girl, most of the people I remember are white. And again,
Okay, so just off the top of my head, you've got his love interest. I'm pretty sure both of the psychiatrists
oh,
are black.
both.
The Arkham Asylum attendant is black. One of the clowns is black.
Wait, what do you mean both psychiatrists?
Because he has the one that is with him like at the start of the film, but then the one because she leaves because there's no funding, and so he's not taking his medication. And then I'm pretty sure it's a different one at the end of the film. I might be wrong on that.
Again, this all went over my head, but apparently, like the ending was supposed to be one of those things that makes you question: was it all in your head?
Oh, okay.
So it was the same psychiatrist, and the entire story was just a rambling that he was going on about while inside Arkham.
I'm pretty sure the director did confirm that it did happen.
Okay.
Or did he do the opposite?
I don't know. And then I think it's also implied that he killed her.
Yes. Okay. That's definitely implied. But I'm trying to think what else. So I wanted to say one of my favorite TV shows is called Atlanta. It's about Childish Gambino.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's his thing, and him. It's like all black actors because it's all ghetto Atlanta, and it's just about life in ghetto Atlanta, I guess, through music and whatever. I personally like it. But one thing I noticed was there were a lot of, well, I say a lot, but of the four main Atlanta actors, two of them are in this film. And they are the love interest. She's also Childish Gambino's love interest. Donald Glover. Dong Lover.
Is he Danny Glover's son? I've never been sure of this.
Sorry?
Is he Danny Glover's son? I've never been sure of this.
I don't know, actually.
To Google.
Yeah. Oh, maybe. Son? Yeah? Yeah, I think. Oh, no, hang on. Oh, he's not related. No, he's not related.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, Donald Glover's not related to Danny Glover.
I thought this might have been like another Will Smith thing going on, but slightly more successful in his own right.
That would have been really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, like, imagine being Danny Glover's son, and then you're like, I want to start a rap career. But actually being decent.
I do like his music. Well, some of it at least.
I only know Bonfire because of memes. And what's the other? This Is America.
Yeah. So his rap stuff, I wasn't huge. I did like a couple of them, like 3005 and things like that. But then it was his Awaken My Love, which is like the soul R&B album. I fucking love that. And then it was This Is America. Don't get you dripping down. Anyway, sorry, this is just meant to be a throwaway point, but so she, the love interest, is one of the main actresses in Atlanta. And the Arkham Asylum guy, he's the rapper that Donald Glover manages. in Atlanta as well. So, yeah. But yeah, so 2 of the 4. For all I know, the other guy might have been in it as well.
In Joker 2, Donald Glover will be the TV host that he shoots again.
Okay, right, yes. So that was, that has to be the best scene, right?
On that,
I mean, it is the climax of the film, I guess. So,
I kind of on another throw. I kind of wish they wrote better original bad jokes, because the jokes that he made that was supposed to be really fucking bad, like the when I grew up I wanted to be a comedian and everyone laughed at me, but
it's
look
quite...
who's laughing now. It's a very old joke.
Yeah.
So
True.
I kind of hope they might have came up with some better material for this, but
I mean, isn't that kind of the point, that he's actually not? So he just takes these and thinks he created them?
I guess that's one way of looking at it, yeah. I don't know. Obviously, that you get what you fucking deserve, that can't be changed.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I really liked it. It's a good film.
What's the film everyone keeps referencing? Is it fucking Taxi Driver? I think it's called.
Yes, yeah.
Do I need to go watch that now?
Some people would say you should.
Yeah.
Personally, I think Taxi Driver is really dated. So
I don't know what you mean by that.
Sorry?
I don't know what you mean by that.
I'm again, it's more the personal thing, but I can't watch things that are really old but are set in their modern times, their present day. Not that I can't watch it, but I struggle to make the connection. As well, like Seinfeld, I really like Seinfeld, but I just can't watch it.
So
because it's
all you're saying is you're a zoomer. Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Cool.
So it was more like with Taxi Driver. Yeah, like it was a good film, but yeah, I mean, not so. We don't have porno theaters and things like that.
We should.
I'm not saying if we should or not. I'm simply commenting.
That's kind of like the moral of this whole movie, isn't it? It's that Gotham is a city of millions, yet you can still be isolated. We need more porno theaters so that we can all come together, literally. Instead of everyone sitting at home jerking off to the same video, but thinking they're alone.
Oh, what's the guy called? Pee Wee Herman. I think Pee Wee Herman would like to have a word with you on that.
I don't know where you're going with this. I haven't watched Pee Wee Herman in fucking years.
I've never watched Pee Wee Herman, but the big scandal of his was that he was caught jacking off in a porno theater. It was one of the things that kind of ended his career.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, what? They're going to end my podcasting career?
I was going to say, yeah, if you haven't already, what do you call it? Oh my god.
The moment one of our
the Anti-Defamation League hasn't already found it. I mean,
yeah. I mean, the moment one of our podcasts breaches 1,000 views, my account will get deleted.
Yep.
It'll be a good run, and then we'll move to, I don't know. I'll just upload the podcast to Mega.
Yeah. Or will we be the Daily Motion's biggest podcast?
I was going to say more like we just get a 4chan general.
Oh, yeah. That's what we need. More abuse, thank you.
Oh, dude, I love it. I actually don't get abused that much. It's funny. You'd think I'd be like public enemy #1. Oh, fuck.
What?
That was the other thing. The thing that happened that we were supposed to talk about. Which we probably should have talked about, except that we missed the entire thing by like 12 hours. We had the Discord Awards.
We did. Okay, I'm gonna take a piss now because it's gonna be long. So sorry. Be right back.
My God, see, this is
Just
what
fill the time.
I don't even fill up. I just go quiet and then I like crop it.
But the people
Take a
want to
piss.
hear you, right?
Fucking hell. The shit I have to fucking deal with. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Honey, I'm home.
Looking kinda dumb with a finger and a
Go
thumb
right
in the
up
shape.
in the shape of an L.
It doesn't work.
on
It doesn't
her
work with leg.
forehead.
Well, the
rip.
Discord Awards happened.
The Discord Awards did happen.
So we'll start from the beginning of this, and I do want to say I never said this vocally because I don't want to be a fucking downer about the entire thing, but I did not approve of this at all. Like,
Oh, this is anything related to Mr. I'm going to win all of the awards.
No, I just knew this was gonna be a popularity contest was just gonna be a bad fucking idea. Like it was gonna go one of two ways. One was it turns into a participation award where it ends with 50,000 awards. Like, oh, here's the best New Zealander award.
Mate, if there was a best New Zealand award, you still wouldn't be winning.
Or who's the other New Zealander?
It'd go to N/A. It would go to the collective void that isn't you.
Maybe we'll just give it to someone who isn't even a New Zealander. give it to NASA just to piss me off.
Yeah, that's Oman or someone.
Yeah, so I did
continue.
I did try my best to curtail it from being a participation award. What was the other way this was supposed to go? The other way it was supposed to go was just very vitriolic, I think.
Elaborate?
Well, the worst poster award, but we'll get back to that later.
I was gonna say, like, you're not wrong. Okay, so...
Oh, I did myself no favors with that one.
So, I personally haven't talked about anything really to do with the Discord Awards. Like, I've just...
exclusive interview, here we go.
Yeah, so this is a good opportunity if people want to know the whole background. I never discussed the back because it was so quick. I just kind of proposed it and then people seemed on board, and so we did it. But yeah, okay, so the Discord Awards.
What prompted the idea?
I stole it.
Well, obviously.
I stole it. So when I'm bored, I click through all of my things, and there's one server a couple of people came from. Actually, NASA, I think, is the only active person who came from it, but it's the Kaon Discord.
Yes.
And so I just
he actually came from the Kaon Discord.
Yeah, he's not related to KS in any way.
Yeah, but I get that, but I wasn't sure where he came from. I knew a lot of people came from. Actually, no, he did come with that group of people.
Yeah, most of them don't continue to post. But
Yeah.
NASA stuck around. Surprisingly.
I'm glad he did.
Yeah, I like the guy. I've sent him something actually. Anyway, sorry, that's by the by.
Kinky.
Just
because it's legal, just because 16 is legal in the UK doesn't mean
don't. We're not having a repeat of the Wisp thing. Come on, all right.
He's better. I mean, he's still gay, but he's better than Wisp.
Okay, so yeah, I never checked in on the K-On! One, but like I kind of saw K-On! Had something like this. Maybe I might be totally wrong on that. It might be some other thing, but I think it was the K-On! One. And so I just thought, that might be interesting.
There's only so many places you could go where you would find something like this. One is going to be a K-On! Discord server. One is going to be a Love Live Discord server. And dude, if there is a domestic No Kanojo official server out there, you got to invite me to it because I don't believe it.
I'll make it. I'll make it.
Dude, fuck Danny DeVito. This is now the Rui server.
Okay, so no, dude. Everyone knows this is the podcast server, right? This is the podcast server.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so yeah, I proposed the idea, and people seemed quite on board with it. No one told me, including you. No one said this was a shit idea, and that nobody saying this was a shit idea. That was enough to go ahead.
So I didn't say it was a shit idea. I thought it was a shit idea, but it was a brief moment. My time was like, okay, let's try and be positive towards this and actually make sure it doesn't turn into it. Like, let's try and direct this meteor into a lake instead of this crowded city.
Let's try and direct this meteor into South America and Mexico.
Oh yes, definitely.
Right, so
the last meteor also hit Mexico.
Didn't do a good enough job, did it?
No. Well, that's because the Mexicans didn't start there.
No, they should.
Had to direct it to Spain.
Okay, so yeah, I proposed it. Everyone got quite excited, and then I was like, "All right, fuck." I was planning for this to be way later, but fuck it, let's do it now. We're doing it live, so we did a quick mock-up of the categories, and had a couple days of voting, and then gave out the results. That's how awards typically go.
Yeah, well, I will say at the same time, I kind of motioned for things to take a bit longer, mostly because yes. I wanted people to think about their answers, but nobody thought about their answers. They, as soon as the poll was up, they put in their answers, and then everyone's like, "Oh, I voted for this," and everyone's like, "Oh shit, that's actually a good idea." So no one actually thought about it, but I kind of wanted people to think about it. One, for that. Two, because I wanted to see everyone act like a kid on Christmas. You know how like kids are assholes 11 months out of the year, but suddenly December rolls around and they think being nice will make Santa give them shit.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to see like the waifu fags just come out in full force, like prove that they really do love their waifu. All three of them.
I
2.5 now.
I still have a problem with Kibo winning that, to be honest. Quantity doesn't equal quality. In my opinion.
I mean, I stand by my point that winning the best waifu fag award is not a badge of honor.
True. I mean, yeah, I guess it's a difference of opinion. If somebody is just how many times does a person mention their waifu, then yeah, I guess Kibo and
Potato's trying to win January now.
Yeah.
And it's just making him look more and more obnoxious, so he's doing a good job.
Still got a long way to go. But yeah, so...
I mean, he's got a hell of a lot more material to work with as well. I mean, fucking Kibo has 7 images of Momoko, and he just crops them, so now he has 500. This is Momoko's left toe.
Life always finds a way.
It's I was watching this. What is it? No, is it Zeno's Paradox? No, it's Gabriel's Horn, I think it is.
Hmm?
The like thing was like if you half a cake and then you halve the half and you half the half and you keep doing infinitely, you've got this infinite amount of surface area, but the same amount of cake.
Yeah.
I was watching Vsauce last night. I feel intellectual now. But
Yeah.
so he keeps halving the image again and again and again, and now he has
Oh,
infinite
yes.
images.
You will have infinite Momoko pictures.
Yes.
How long until he just starts posting like 1 pixel, just pink,
Well,
just a pink
Why
pixel.
wait?
But yeah, the thing I was not that happy about. This is gonna sound like the humble brag of all humble brags. I get it.
That you won everything.
I won way too many. I did.
I can't remember what I voted for. I know I voted for you for best poster, and I stand by it.
Yeah, I won best poster, which I.
So do you want to go through the categories one by one?
Yeah, sure.
We'll save the best for last, or worst for
Well, I'm
last.
Oh, we can just do it in the order that they were unveiled in.
Yeah, please give analytics blocks.
I'm hesitant. To be honest, the main reason is because I've closed the document and I don't know where it is. But
Oh, for fuck's
I mean, I guess
sake.
I could find it. I didn't bookmark it. Anyway, so I'm just gonna read these out, okay?
Oh, right, because we've got the pins and.
Yeah. So I'm just reading it out from the pins.
Wait,
okay.
did you because it's not visible. Did you just like graveyard the channel
I
or
just
just
graveyarded
okay? Is that the only channel you've graveyarded, or is this
No, emote submission is still graveyarded, but I've added the emote, so I should probably. Just
okay? So I'm just making sure there's not a channel with my dick still in it.
No. I'm pretty sure you're pretty good with deleting them as well.
I am, but I'm not. Skynet now has a picture of my balls.
Honestly, what happened after the Discord Awards finished is
Oh no, that wasn't that. That was yesterday or the day before.
I missed this. I missed this.
Fuck, how did this? Basically, Pole Dude said I had no balls.
Right.
So I posted a picture of my balls. I should also say I was balls deep in the Shima Rin own hold at the time. Because I was also dabbing on Potato because he doesn't have any co-workers. A long story. At me on Discord. Link in the description below if you want to know more about that. But no, I won't send you a picture of my balls.
Okay.
Anyway, Discord Awards.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I get started with this? So the first one is TKC wins the award for voting more than anyone else. This wasn't an actual award, but TKC submitted 2 different ballots. So he gets the most voters.
Wait, no, he couldn't have. No, people could still have beaten me out because I didn't vote on every category, but I did get a second vote for something. We'll get to that later.
Yes, we will. Okay, so thickest accent goes to Sleepy with 6 votes. Now, this doesn't tell the whole story here. Me and Sleepy were tied, and I gave this away. I was like, it doesn't have to be tied. Sleepy gets it.
It is a hard thing to determine thickest accent because people have said that you have a thick accent, but the issue, I've said this before, I don't see it because you speak English.
Yeah.
It's much easier to detect a thick accent when it is your second language.
Exactly. And yeah, personally, I would say virtually every foreign person, maybe except Walkby, and whatever, has a thicker accent than me. But I also don't think I have an accent at all, so
no, I mean, like a lot of the like even a lot of the like Europeans, I don't think like Witch definitely doesn't have a thick accent in my opinion.
Yeah,
He
no, but I'd still say it's thicker than mine.
no, he has the European accent, which I love very much, which is basically
That whoa, well, hang on. I'm not saying it's an accent that I don't that doesn't sound great.
no,
We're just talking on
but
thickness.
that's the thing about the European accent is that it isn't thick
There's
at
no
all.
such thing as
Well,
a European accent.
let me explain what the European accent
Okay.
is. The accent Europeans get when they've reached a certain level of proficiency that I don't know where it is with English. Like there's a certain point where once they've mastered English, their voice turns into this homogenous blob. It doesn't matter if they're from France, Netherlands, Germany, Poland,
That's not true. It's
Finland.
not true at all.
I've met people and they all sit from every corner of Europe and they all sound the fucking same when they reach this point.
No. Right, no. I meet people all the fucking time. Right? We've already speak, but no, there is a clear difference with somebody who's like a Scandinavian and has reached a certain mastery of English versus somebody from France versus somebody from Germany or somebody from the Netherlands. There's massive differences between them. The most I would say is maybe the Romance languages together, or the Scandinavian languages together.
Except when they reach the singularity. I don't know how to describe it beyond that, but which reached it.
No, which definitely sounds French. He definitely sounds French. He doesn't sound He sounds as European as a French person does, but he sounds French. Like, he has a very, very nice voice. It's French.
I don't know how to describe. Like, if you
I think we're just going to disagree.
Yeah, if you don't see it, I don't know how. Well, hear it. I guess I don't know how much further to describe it to you.
I mean, I'm gonna. Not only do I have the Discord, but I mean, I do have the library as well. A lot of people coming in fluent in English, who are all foreign and from many corners of the world. And again, I also live in Europe, so I do encounter a lot more European people. I think you're misrepresent. I think something is just in your mind, and you just can't tell them apart.
Oh well, no, there are definitely people I can tell apart. Like, but there are people who reach the singularity where I can't fucking tell.
Yeah, I've got no issue with that. Of course, I'm just saying that, but that point isn't a concrete point. That's just the limit of what you can distinguish.
No, fuck
It's
you,
not
I'm
like
fuck
a
you, I'm
real
right.
thing. It's not a real thing. Okay, so yeah, but hold on. Yeah, Discord. Let's go all the way down because people are pinning people's feet and ball sacks and things like that. Okay, the best Polak one. This wasn't a what do you call what would you call it? What was the phrase you used? Like a participation award. This is because of the 3 Polish people on the server, all 3 are fairly active, and I would say all 3 are fairly liked. So I thought it would be a fun bloodbath.
I have my issues with all of them for different reasons, but
Jesus, yeah. Well, the divorce of Paul Dude still stings, eh?
Don't bring up that whore.
Okay, so Paul Dude won that with 6 votes, and Jan was second place with 5. Tempe got like 2. I think most people voted for him in the shitpost one, so they were happy just leaving him out. But yeah, it's very close. Gayest poster, I mean, yeah, that I deserve that one, you know. No, I don't think I'm the gayest poster, but
I forget who I voted for. Again.
Maybe you put something like everyone. I don't know.
It sounds like something I do, but I don't think that's what I did.
I wish I could pull it up. But yeah, I got more than 50% of the vote. Best waifu poster Kibo with over 40% of the votes. Most wholesome Potato
Yeah.
with 6. Yan was second and fourth. Go on then, go on. Say your piece.
How do I don't know how to describe. I just want to take issue with it.
You groaned, mate. You groaned.
I groaned, but I don't know why I groaned. Words are hard.
Okay.
Maybe maybe being wholesome is just fucking gay.
Yeah, you are the anti-wholesome poster, so it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, but there was no anti-wholesome poster award.
I was gonna say, apart from whatever the fuck you're doing with Potato now, don't think I haven't noticed.
Oh, do you want to know about that?
Cause you're playing some mad games with him. I don't know what it is, but
has he actually talked to you about it, or are you just guessing?
Mainly guessing. He hasn't talked about it specifically.
I mean, I'm more than happy to talk about it, but I'll leave that up to him.
Alright, yeah, it involves 2 people. But all I'm gonna say from what I've seen, I don't approve. I don't approve.
Yeah, well, I don't approve of his faggotry either.
Whatever, you have to sort it out between yourselves.
Okay, worst. I think he can.
We're not talking about this.
Okay,
right,
fine.
Worst poster. Okay, so this was the shit show. When I made the worst poster category, so we have best shit poster that's coming up.
We'll say that when he made these awards, SHG intentionally left a lot of things open to interpretation.
But in my mind, worst poster was kind of like, you know, the person who the worst shit poster. I was kind of expecting.
I was gonna say
the person who won best shit poster to also win worst poster.
I took your interpretation of this interpretation to be like the best dad joke.
Sorta. Yeah, so again, it is deliberately open to interpretation, but yeah,
like
more on that side.
Biggest shitty puns.
Yeah, but people instead took this really to heart, and you know,
I mean,
it was a bit of a shit show. This category was a bit of a shit show. Biggest won this one with 15% of the vote because everybody voted for different people for many reasons. Oh shit! I'm currently beefing with Biggest a bit at the moment.
Yeah, it's because he's worst poster, clearly.
To be fair, I was really tired this morning, and I was just scrolling up.
I'm tired of his shit.
No, I was just scrolling, and it was just like it. To me, again, I am quite grumpy in the mornings, but like to me, it's like, what the fuck's that? Like this doesn't exist for. If you think it's basically, you said that this server was soulless and old KSG was the best server.
I mean, I took it as like generic, like boomer shit. Like everything was
probably that's why I say it's overreaction. I'm totally overreacting, because it was really early and I was really tired.
But at the same time, I
probably meant nothing by it. But at the same time, it doesn't change the fact I got very fucking salty, and he hasn't replied. I don't think he's posted today. But I did just at him saying, if you don't fucking like it, then leave. So that's gonna.
By the way, if you can't tell by my disposition, guess who I voted for worst poster?
Sorry, guess who you vote? Guess the multiple people you vote for. You got 2.
Yeah, but one of them's already left, so I'm in a good mood.
Well, he's still technically on the server.
Well, pseudo left.
Hmm.
So, I mean, do I want to go into like who I voted? Like, do you want to say who you voted for?
I left this category blank. I believed it would not be appropriate for me to vote.
Okay. I voted on your behalf then.
No, you mentioned potato in that post, so you did not vote on my behalf.
Oh, well, now we're just going to go back to what we said we were going to avoid, but I kind of I was one of the people who went ham. You were talking about who left paragraphs. I left
Yeah.
what I would say was just a long sentence. So I'm curious
Oh,
who left a paragraph.
No, so when I said that, I meant people of similar size to yours, essentially.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, 2 people. I'm not. I can't. If they want to talk about it, this is going out. They can say, because there are incriminating things in there, and I am not causing more drama. Right? I trust you. I trust you and telling you, but at the same time, I'm not. You also may
yeah,
be named.
I mean, if anyone wants to keep their shit secret, it's secret. But at the same time, I try to be very open with my opinions on people. Like, I might not openly say it, but I won't say it behind someone's back either. Anything I would say privately about someone, I would usually say in front of them as well.
Yeah.
Where was I going with that? Oh, so yeah, if anyone wants to know what I think of them, feel free to ask. You might actually be surprised.
Well, you said something about not wanting. We're going to talk about the potato thing, even though I said we shouldn't. So, you just want to get over and done with? Because he's going to come up more. So, if you want,
how do I want to put this? It all started when I took your advice. So for a long time, Potato's been here around for a while, and he's gets the reputation of being the butt of everyone's jokes, and it's usually the very, very gay ones.
Yep.
And for the long time, I wasn't sure if he was actually the victim of this or if he was intentionally coaxing himself into these situations. So I did eventually ask him, I was like, is this actually what you want? And he said, yes, I like the attention. At which point, a lot of things made sense to me. In that he is essentially an attention-seeking childish whore. And if he is that kind of person, I can't really respect him as a man.
Okay.
I mean, if you want examples, I mean, just everything he does seems to be to coax pity out of him. You know, if someone draws something, it's like, we can't just say what he draws is amazing. It has to be about Potato and how bad he is at drawing, and how everyone now suddenly has to go on the defensive and be like, no, it's okay, Potato. It's like, I don't buy into that shit. It's fucking disgusting. But so I decide, yeah, if that's what he wants, if he wants to be an attention-seeking whore, I'll treat him like I treat attention-seeking whores, where I'll say sweet nothings to them, like they want to hear. I'll tell them that they're cute, and then maybe one day they'll dress up in a pretty skirt and take pictures, because that's all they're fucking worth.
Anything else?
I mean, that's basically it. If you want more examples, I'll go into them if you bring them up. But yeah,
I'm fine.
I can't respect the motherfucker like that.
Fair enough. Well, you're gonna love the next category: cutest poster, Potato, with over 50% of the votes.
Yeah, and it's case in fucking point. I think if we go back to the worst post, we should say Potato wasn't actually the thing I did go on a rant about a lot of people. Potato wasn't the one I gave a vote to.
Yeah.
Ones I gave a vote to was Biggest and Git, our resident Reddit moderating communist.
Okay. I'm gonna have to say at least something in response, I guess. More for my own sanity. I mostly disagree. I don't entirely disagree with what you said, but I think you're taking it a bit too far. Like how somebody acts in a certain space does not necessarily define how they act normally. And if you've ever been, in a vocal conversation with Potato or anything like that, he doesn't sound like that at all. He's just a normal person. Yeah, I mean, there's the obvious. I will sort of agree, perhaps, with
And this,
the
well, this,
art thing,
well,
but
this gets back to the other thing that pisses me off about it. Another thing that pisses me off about it is, one, it always ends with I'm technically right, but I'm the dickhead about it. And two, the reason he's so upset about all this is I'm expected to act a certain way while everyone else, like, as far as I know, I'm the only person who ever actually gave him actual fucking advice about anything.
yeah, but it's not like everyone else is necessarily disingenuous in what they're saying.
Not necessarily disingenuous, but they're feeding into a negative feedback loop of just constantly giving him shit that doesn't actually help him. At which point,
Yeah, but who's to say he's here for advice? Who's to say?
well, so then why the fuck should I be the only one giving advice then? If all he wants is this shit, why should I be the one that has to do this?
But there's a difference between having to give advice and then doing what you're doing, which is essentially a caricature of what you imagine everybody else to be. You can't just do nothing. You can't just continue to act as you would normally act, but not give the advice. There's nothing wrong with kind of, okay, this is how he is, I'm going to wash my hands of it, But that doesn't mean you have to go the other way to essentially make him go back and make him act the certain way, because that's what you're essentially doing now. You're trying to make it uncomfortable for him so he stops acting that way.
Well, there's two ways it goes. Either he stops acting that way, or people stop feeding into his bullshit, whatever one's easier.
But to some people, it's not bullshit.
No, they just want to call him cute. It's just tiring fucking being around him all the time.
You could out there.
It's just fucking tiring putting up with that shit. Anyway.
Yeah, let's press on. Best emote, Happy Camper with Kevin was tied. Best. Kevin's the dog.
Alright. I thought the dog was called Walter Clements.
No, that's right. That's what's actually called, but I name all the emotes.
Oh, yeah.
And it was the poster Kevin that had it, so I just named it Kevin. Best moment, I won that with the drunk thing, which, again, I don't really agree with that as the best moment, but whatever.
What did you vote for best moment?
I voted for Biggie Smells, just because I had no memory of it, and so waking back up to it and reading it back was like really funny, because it was just everybody misunderstanding what I said. So yeah. Yeah, the best pairing, Potato and SHG. Best loot poster, Witch with 5, Kibo with 4, Pomf with 3, Moon and NASA with 2. I probably agree with that. I don't not necessarily with Kibo because I find a lot of his shit
Quality over
disgusting.
quantity.
Yeah,
And
that's my argument with the Momoko thing, to be honest. But
if we go back to it will come up to one of the other ones, or like best artist or something. I think which was another top contender for that if he didn't win. But yeah, a lot of the stuff he posts is original content.
oh yeah, sorry, I accidentally missed that one out. Best artist, Yana won that. Tied second was Witch and Buttery. Yeah.
Oh, not bad.
So people definitely appreciated. I think I voted for Witch. Maybe it was Witch or Yana I voted for. Someone voted for Artil.
I forget who I voted for. He's technically on the server.
I know, it's technically correct. It's technically, but still.
I forget who I voted for best artist, but I know I voted for, like, best lewd poster. I voted for Rinpo. Blessed be his name.
Yeah. Yeah, I PM'd him if he wanted to come back, and he was
yeah,
and he also deleted his lewd. I respect it, but at this point, I'm not going to dwell on the past. So.
Yeah, I mean, well, we'll say he didn't. We'll say in case he didn't leave on bad terms.
No. He absolutely did not leave on bad terms. He wants to focus on something else, which is admirable. Yeah. So it's I don't have an issue with it, but it's just more like he is no longer here. He doesn't seem to have any of the same common interests anymore. I don't talk about else, so I'm no longer going to.
I mean, he does still have the interest of fine anime ass. So we'll say like one of his big things that he posted a lot of in Lewd Channel, which is why I voted for him for best lewd poster, was a lot of anime butts with stockings and pantyhose.
Yeah, good, very good. Well, no, but he deleted this lewd folder.
Oh God!
Did you not see this?
No.
Yeah, he's dude. Scroll. I mean, there's not many posts on the old server, so you can scroll up. Dude, yeah, he deleted.
Well, I'm not in the old server. I'm not in the old server.
Oh, you're not missing anything.
Yeah, because no one invited me back.
I don't even have invite rights anymore. Oh yeah, here it is. I'll just send you the screenshot. Just so you can see. Control C. Podcast.
The fuck is his name now?
Rosenbaum. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah.
Items. It's only 6,005.
Yeah. Best shit poster, Tempe with over 50% of the vote. And funniest poster was Skynet with about less than 20% of the vote, but he still did have more. Like, he didn't just win it by one; he did win it by several. But like everybody else seemed to vote for a different person, and then a bunch of people voted for Sky. I think that's fairly deserved from him being an asshole all the time as well.
Then there was a bunch
JK,
of. Was that included in the optional categories or?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So I started with the optional ones, and we worked up to the main ones.
No.
So those were the Discord Awards.
And everything that followed after that was a lot of feet. We now have a new emote, by the way, Lincoln.
I was gonna say, right, the Discord Awards, honestly, I consider a negative for two things. A, that fucking feet. And then the whole, lest we forget, the whole fucking vote for Manlet meme is from this. And I take a good amount of credit for it. I take a good amount of credit for it. Not just because I made it, but because I was also the one. So, do you actually know how it started?
No, because I was at work during the entire awards.
Right. Well, this didn't have anything to do directly with the awards, like with me reading them out. But so like actually, just while I was talking about Kevin, the guy with the Malta dog, and Manlet's friend, he voted for Manlet in like every category, and so I kind of PM'd Manlet saying, "Also, yeah, dude, like, what the fuck's going on here? He's voted for." So it's like best pairing, and it was just Manlet Hamlet, right? Like, not even Manlet and Hamlet, just Manlet Hamlet, right? Like, for all the categories. So like, what the fuck's going on? And we just had a good laugh about it, and that was where the meme came from. So
Well, I do admire his like dedication to keeping the joke up.
yeah, he spent like over $100.
Also,
on promotion.
apologies everyone who just had that Discord popping sound. Don't check your actual Discord. Anyway, yeah, go on. Sorry.
I mean that was basically it, really.
I mean, yeah. So I admire his dedication to. If anyone wants to go follow his Twitter, link in the description below.
But I mean, there is such thing as like so I keep calling it a forced meme, and like I don't mean it super vitriolically, with a lot of vitriol. I'm not trying to say shit meme, fucking forced meme, but it is definitely a forced meme. He's literally paying money for it to be seen. I don't have a massive problem with it.
Yeah,
Man does what he wants. It's more just.
I mean,
it's gonna get tired. I'm already finding it a bit tired.
It is a bit of a. I think the distinction, like what makes a meme and what makes a forced meme, is it's very hard to discern.
Yeah, this is. I would say this is definitely on the forced.
I think the only thing, like, it will only be the thing that will distinguish it from being a meme and being a forced meme is whether or not other people stop buying into it.
Yeah. I mean, that's just because it's forced doesn't necessarily mean no one finds it funny. I'm not saying it's not funny, and I'm not saying I didn't laugh a good amount when it was first. I'm just saying, it's been like a week now.
I will say I haven't laughed once, but.
Well, I mean, okay. There is also the more pressing thing for me, which is when 3 months rolls around. And we do have the next poll, and a bunch of people do just essentially fuck the poll over by voting for this one person in a bunch of categories that doesn't even make any sense.
Well, that's the question: is can he keep it up for 3 more months?
Well, the thing is, even if he can, to anybody who vote, I'm taking executive judgment, and if a bunch of people, if somebody does the same thing as Kevin did and votes for him in all categories, I'm not counting that. I'm not going to count it. So I'm saying like there's going to be the inevitable campaigning, just like what we said with Potato is doing now. With he was bringing up Hannibal probably, so he might win the waifu one next year.
I love my wife.
I don't mind. I mean, it's not for me, but I don't mind people necessarily doing things like that. If it brings up the standard quality of lewds in the channel, it's a net positive.
Well, why? Because it's all going to be the same repost of Hanako that you've already seen 1,000 times.
I'm not on about Potato. I'm on about like everyone. If people are going for that award, and so everybody's trying to post more good porn, then it's a net positive, right? But what I'm saying is, it's more just, it's. Oh fuck! You made me lose my train of thought.
I think I get what you're saying there. Although I've forgotten what you're saying, but I get what you're saying.
Great. Yeah. Come on. I mean, what am I saying?
You're fine if it ends up being a net positive, I think.
Yeah, if it's a net positive, it's fine. But when it starts being really okay, yeah. So if people are campaigning to organically win certain categories, somebody wants to win the best lewd poster, so they start posting better lewds. That's fine. But if somebody's literally just trying to shit post their way into winning everything,
you want people to win through legitimate means, less than
exactly.
gaining the system.
Exactly. Yes. Thank
Gaming
you
the
again for
system,
putting it more concise.
not gaining the system. You do gain the system, but you've got to game the system.
Yes.
Maybe I should start doing daily Swarmies forehead.
But yeah, so I mean that's it really. I don't have too much else to say.
Well, is there anything you learned from this ordeal that you want to change for the next one?
I think for certain categories, I'm going to exclude myself. Because I didn't really talk about this. Why I'm kind of annoyed at winning best poster. I'm very annoyed at winning best poster.
We didn't talk about best poster? I do.
No, I did. I did say I won best poster.
Oh. Well,
but
I will say I voted for you for best poster, and I do stand by it.
Okay. But what I think is a lot of people don't share your rationale. And I'm happy, like, trust me, I want to win awards just as much as, some other people do, right?
Yeah,
like, I want to win.
I guess we'll say on that, I am low-key a bit sad I didn't win anything. I thought I would have. I thought I might have a chance at like best, like, for funniest poster, but no.
I think you did get some. To be honest, the closest one you came to, I'm pretty sure, was worst poster.
I had 1 vote for worst poster.
Yeah, but Biggest only had 3. So, like,
I will say I'm surprised I didn't get more votes for worst poster, but.
Yeah, maybe you just don't make as much of an impact on here as you think you do. You know.
Like, why I voted for you for best poster is, again, this goes back to the interpreting fucking whatchamacallits.
Yeah.
Like, because you left it open to interpretation, the way I interpreted best poster was a sort of all-rounder. Maybe not the best, maybe not the funniest poster, maybe not the lewdest poster, maybe not the biggest waifu fag, but you had a higher net average.
Yeah.
Also, I have to do a podcast with you.
I mean, like, again, I if somebody voted for me, so when I say I'm not that happy I won the best poster, it's not your vote I have a problem with. If that's what somebody genuinely thinks, then vote for me, of course. But I think people just couldn't think of somebody. And I definitely think that me doing the poll, it's the same reason I won the gayest poster. Nobody thought about that objectively. They just know, he's a bit gay, right? Obviously. But, like, he's also running the poll and he's going to see this. So a lot of them weren't SHG. A lot of them were people trying to be funny and make jokes like, that's you, bud. You got to stop giving these awards to yourself, things like that. So, of course, I set myself up because I asked the question, So, yeah, but certain things... I did win Best Voice as well. That's, like, the only one that I'm fairly, like... I was really quite surprised at. But also, I'm happy winning that. I don't have an issue.
We'll say that there was a big absence in data on that as well.
Yes, okay, true. A lot of people haven't heard other people talk. So that is definitely a factor. Again, I would not have voted for me. I wouldn't have made... I mean, I hate my voice, but even assuming I didn't, I wouldn't have made... there's plenty of people here with great voices.
Yeah, well,
so
if we go back to like the thickest accent thing, it's like I think for best voice, I think I voted Witch.
which is a very nice voice. I voted Walkby, just because I do love his voice.
I think he sounds American. So
sorry, you cut out there.
I think he sounds American. So
yeah, but he's got that very nice voice, that very nice American voice. Like I don't know, I could listen to it for hours. Okay, but I would have voted. There's plenty of people I would have voted. You know, Witch would have been very high up there. Maurice, I know he doesn't post, but I do really like his voice. Yeah. I mean,
voices I like. Fuck.
Sleepy. I like Sleepy's voice. It is quite thick, but yeah, I like his voice.
Yeah, I guess. Who else do I diggery do? I keep thinking of Americans and it's just ruining it.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like no one wants an American. But they all like honestly like Walkby. For me, the reason I don't know, it's just something slightly different with his voice versus all the others that just makes me really like it. And maybe it's also the knowledge that it's a second language, perhaps influences it as well. But the problem is like, okay, if you got me into now, you're going to disagree because I know you listen to Artil all the time, you watch his streams or whatever. So again, this is the thing that you were talking about with being able to tell the difference. Like you can't. This is it for me. Is that if you got Minty, Artil, Potato. I'm trying to think of somebody else.
I know where you're going with this, and I
have them talk.
I don't disagree with you at all on this.
It's like, well, my go-to joke, I've said this a lot, but it's like America's like 5 voice actors.
Like I mean,
5 voice.
Because I've done a lot of like competitive shit in games, like team-based shit with Americans, and trying to figure out who the fuck is talking to me is the biggest headache. Like the only time I'm happy is when it's like a group of 5 and I've got an American, an English guy, an Australian, and maybe like a hardcore Texan.
Yeah. I get that with well, I don't know what I was gonna say with the South being more distinctive, I guess. But yeah.
Even then, there's still a lot of nuance in the South that.
I mean,
like if I'm trying hard, maybe I can distinguish them. But if I'm playing the game, it's like no, you just sound like a voice.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's the same everywhere. I can't really tell the difference, between like so. I can tell the difference between like Sleepy and Witch's voice massively, of course. But like, you could. I mean, there is the problem that Witch is from near Paris, and Sleepy does talk more Parisian, as he would say.
He's a filthy fucking southerner, as everyone else would say.
Yeah, no, but like he would say that his voice is quite because his dad's from Paris, so he says he is. But my whole point being is I couldn't tell the difference between their accents. I can tell the difference between how they sound, but I couldn't be like, "Ooh, that's a Southern French accent." So
not like you could with the UK. Like he's definitely a Brummie, which I learned as a word.
I mean, yeah, like unironically, I can tell if somebody lives like 10 miles away, 20 miles away. They speak slightly different, right? With America, fucking Mackhams, dirty fucking Mackhams. They can fuck right off.
Okay, who is a Mackham?
Mackham is somebody from Sunderland. Geordie's on Newcastle. Mackham, somebody from Sunderland. Smoggy is somebody from Middlesbrough. A monkey hanger is somebody from Hartlepool.
I was really hoping that was going to be Manchester. Or is Manchester Manchester?
No. That's there's a couple of terms for Manchester. Same with Liverpool. But
And then you get down to
Mank.
London, and even then it's like East London and West London, and
Yeah. You've got there's a big difference between like Cockney and whatnot. But no, okay. So okay, I'm gonna tell this fucking story. Why they're called monkey hangers? Do you want to take a guess why they're called monkey hangers?
So I'm gonna take a swing here and say there are actually no monkeys involved in this.
Not true.
Okay, so there are monkeys in this.
Yes, a monkey.
I'm gonna say that they imported a lot of monkeys and they butchered them and hung their corpses out to cure or something, Sopa de Macaco style.
No.
Okay, I'm out of
No.
ideas then.
It was kind of be like, what did they do? Did they hang a monkey? Yes, they hung a monkey. Hanging a monkey.
Okay, so in 1723, the where's it again? Hartley something.
Hartlepool, yeah.
The Hartlepool court accused a monkey of murder and theft, and he was sentenced to death by hanging.
Something like that. The story is that they thought the monkey was a Frenchman. They hung him. And so yeah, they're called monkey hangers.
Do you know how long ago it was?
I will. I'm gonna search it up because I'm sure it is Hartlepool. No, it is Hartlepool. We call it.
Yeah, but like, was it like in the 1700s or is this like?
It was actually the 1800s. The hanging of the Hartlepool monkey. Monkey hanger is a colloquial nickname for people from the town of Hartlepool in the northeast of England. Okay, I'll read out the Wikipedia thing because I might have got something wrong. Right, okay. According to local folklore. Goddamn, why I can't read. The term originates from an incident in which a monkey was hanged in Hartlepool, England, during the Napoleonic Wars. A French ship of the type Chasse Marie was wrecked in a storm off the coast of Hartlepool. The only survivor from the ship was a monkey, allegedly dressed in a French army uniform to provide amusement for the crew. On finding the monkey on the beach, some locals decided to hold an impromptu trial since the monkey was unable to answer their questions, and because they had seen neither a monkey nor a Frenchman before, they concluded that the monkey must be a French spy. Being found guilty, the animal was duly sentenced to death and summarily hanged on the beach. That's a bit depressing.
That's a bit self-deprecating, to be honest. I mean, if I was going to make my monkey dress up in a uniform for amusement of the crew, I'd make him dress up in a British uniform.
No, but it's like an army dog, isn't it? They get the little flak jacket or whatever in the uniform.
Yeah, but that's not for amusement. Like, that's because the dog is badass.
Dude, you're breaking up like mad here.
Yes, same for you.
Oh, yeah, the voice.
You're getting better now.
Nothing's working.
What? No, you're fine now. At least on my end.
No, for me it's fuck. Hold on, I'll drop out and drop back in.
Alright, do I want to like restart? Technical difficulties on the podcast are the best thing we've ever had.
No, it's still fucked up.
You're fine on my end though.
Oh, now you're fine?
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Groovy. Dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I know it's not the exact same thing, but like, yeah, no, I mean, it's just funny that they thought he was a Frenchman.
Well, you know what they say about those Frenchmen. A
What
bunch
do
of
they say about those Frenchmen?
a bunch of unverifiable claims. That was a shit joke. Because it wasn't even a joke.
Yeah. It was a mild statement.
Yes. And the
List
joke is that the statement was a statement instead of a joke. Hello, welcome to Sad Beer on Guy, where we deconstruct humor.
So I'm just looking at this list now, and it's of terms for UK like regional nicknames. So if you can name some a place in the UK, I will tell you what their nickname is.
Oh, wait, can you give me the place, like what they call themselves, and can I guess?
Oh, is that how you want to... Okay, I was going to do the opposite way, where you say a place now.
No,
but, okay.
I kind of want to fuck myself over on this.
Right, okay, but some of them are pretty weird. Okay, let's start easy. Cockney.
It's London, but I forget which direction of London it is. I think it's east.
It's Hackney, I'm pretty sure. Which I would say, yeah, I'd say it's east. But I'm not actually 100% sure. Yeah, London's East End. Absolutely right.
Nice. Because I remember, I remember East London being filled with all the nignogs.
Yep. Okay, so a Manc.
Well, we said Manchester, so I'm going to say that's them.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm doing the easy. Okay, you gotta understand. Some of these get absolutely. There's no. way,
Yeah.
right?
I'm expecting it to get out of this world, but until then.
So I'm starting with the easy ones, right? Okay, Scouse. You should know this one. We have talked about this place before. Come on.
It's well, given the I'm gonna say it's called like Scouseborough or some shit.
No. It's a place you know. It's one of the big cities in the UK. Come on, you know this.
There's a lot of big cities in the UK. So it's so it's not Manchester, it's not London, it's not Newcastle, although Newcastle being a big city is debatable. It's
fuck you.
Definitely not York.
Yes. York is not a big city. York's not even a small city.
I thought Yorkshire was massive.
Yorkshire? That's the county.
Oh, whatever.
York isn't even like the 5th biggest place in Yorkshire.
Oh, and we're still definitely talking about England, not like UK.
Yeah, we're talking about England.
Oh,
it's not in Yorkshire. I'm just gonna tell because this is painful.
I'm trying to think of the places. I keep thinking of places where it's definitely not. Is it Nottingham? I don't know.
No. You name you know. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to say it. It's Liverpool.
Oh, fucking really?
Come on. Yeah.
Okay.
Like a bag of chips and a can of Coke. That's how they sound. Can of Coke. I didn't know you spoke Hebrew.
Yes, to know thy enemy is a saying I live by.
Okay. Okay, a magpie.
That's Hastings.
No.
That's more of a New Zealand thing, where Hawke's Bay's rugby team is the Magpies.
Interesting.
Magpies. I want to say Newcastle on this because your football team is black and white.
Ding ding ding! Bingo! You got it. I thought I'd give you a bit of a curve because the big one is Geordie. That's the big one. But yeah, a magpie is also from Newcastle. I'm happy. I'm a bit impressed. A bit impressed.
See, we're 8 months into this podcast and I'm learning.
Okay, right. A tramp. Apparently, a
that-
tramp is attached to a specific place.
That would be France.
No, it's Shavington. I didn't even know about that place, so don't worry.
Wait, Shavington.
Okay.
Is it spelled Chaving?
Yeah, Shavington.
Is that so? Is this literally where chavs come from?
No, they come from. Oh no! It is. Oh, it is another place. Chatham. They come from Chatham.
Where the fuck is Chatham?
Mm.
Also, wait. Chatham spelled Chatham.
Yep.
We have the No, that's we call that Chatham. Because we have the
Oh,
Chatham
might be
we have the Chatham Islands.
It might be. I don't know. I've never fucking been.
I deliver shit to the Chatham Islands. It is
I'll yield to you.
the
I'll
most
yield to you.
painful fucking. They live 3 days away by boat off the east coast of New Zealand, and there's nothing to do
Right.
out there but fish and drink overpriced beer. And the reason it's overpriced is because it costs $20 shipping per crate of beer.
Fuck. Okay, right. So one more. Well, okay, we can do as many, but it might be boring for other people.
Oh, we'll do two more.
Two more. Okay. So this one is. I'm interested in if this word even exists outside the UK. It probably does. In this context, but I'm saying this because it's a place you have said. So when you were trying to guess other places, you have said this. So, scab.
We've talked about scabs before.
Okay, right.
Or no, we haven't talked about. I've definitely heard scab in like UK slang.
Yes.
Where it's yeah, like, oh, you're such a fucking scab.
Yeah, well, okay. You've got the pure meaning of a scab, which is like, a piece of skin. Like when it goes over like a.
Well,
You know,
no,
if you cut
that
yourself.
but like as an insult.
But as an insult, yeah. So you can. It's. I'll just say it. It's used for miners, or if you're on a strike, the people who they bus in and the people who continue to go to work, they're scabs. And in the UK again, on the class divide thing with the closing of the mines in 84, 85, the scabs were assaulted, beaten, and sometimes even killed. So scab is a very not nice thing to say. But you've said this place as you were guessing. So
Well, the big one I could think of that I said was York.
it's not York. It's a bigger city than York.
Oh, so I said York. I said York and Nottingham, and that's
Yeah, it's Nottingham.
okay. There we go.
No, well, Mansfield as well. Mansfield and Nottingham. Yeah, scabs.
Maybe we have a Mansfield as well.
Okay, one other thing. Okay, so the last one. And this is because there's a kind of interesting story behind it. Not really, but Pompey.
I was really hoping that this was gonna be like monkey fuckers.
No, northern monkey. You've got northern monkeys, which are just northerners,
Oh.
and then you've got shandy drinkers and southern fairies, which are just southerners. But no, so
I actually quite enjoy shandies.
you fucking okay. But yeah, Pompey.
To be fair though, when I say I enjoy a shandy. I haven't had one since I was like 12. But I do have fond memories of them.
Mm.
A Pompey. So I'm going to assume this is a bunch of upper class fucks.
Not really. Not really.
And I'm assuming you've said someplace that I'm gonna have a chance at actually guessing. So
Yes.
you're not gonna say fucking Ringadingshire or some fucking.
No, it's
I want.
it's not like Royston or Scunthorpe.
I
no,
want
no.
to say Portsmouth.
Correct. It is Portsmouth.
There we go.
So my hint to you, if you didn't guess it, then was that I was going to say It is shared by the city, the naval base, and the football club. I didn't remember when I told you that Portsmouth was a big naval town. The story behind this was a bunch of sailors when we took control of the Suez ages ago.
Mm-hmm. Well, which
Egypt.
taking control of the Suez, because there's been a lot of them.
I think over 100 years ago. Right?
Okay.
A bunch of sailors from Portsmouth, again, big naval town, climbed one of the statues of Pompey. And it was one of the big stories. Pictures were taken and they were circulated around the press and things. And so Portsmouth just had this but it's got nothing to do with like them sounding, beginning with PO or whatever. But the name it's not like Pompeii, the city. It's the name of like Pompey the Great. The guy who fought Julius Caesar.
Yes.
Yeah, that kid. Pompey. But yeah, so they're called Pompeys. There you are. It's an interesting list, this. To be honest, I'm learning a lot of ones. I didn't know this.
I think I did fairly well. So what's one that's really fucked you over so far? If you're looking through the list, we'll end on that.
Somebody from Workington is a jam eater. From Wolverhampton, it's a yam yam.
I do enjoy me some yam, and I do go to work.
From Leeds, it's a loiner. Ipswich Tractor Boys. Like Hampshire's Bacon Face. Because they're, like Hampshire ham, things like that.
Well, what's Norfolk?
Norfolk.
Just because I love Norfolk. It seems like such a cute little place.
Canaries, Country Bumpkin, Norfolk Dumpling.
That's adorable.
Yeah, Canaries, their football teams like Canary Yellow. So I knew that one. Durham. Okay, so Durham is one of the oldest universities in the UK. And it's like 10 miles south of Newcastle. For people who are really tuning out, in Avengers Endgame, the scene with fucking Thor going
to those tuning out, Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, Thor going back in time to like watch his mother and whatever in Asgard. That was shot at Durham Cathedral. So anyway, so the two names for Durham, because it was university town, very small, very rich, is a posh Mackham and a posh Geordie.
That's...
Oh yeah, and no.
I was gonna say maybe it was gonna be like a bookie or some shit.
No, yeah, just they don't even have a name, just posh Mackham's posh. Oh, sorry, no, a Pitchyaker as well, but yeah.
Alright.
And Essex is scimitars.
Ooh.
Or scimitars. I don't know how to exactly pronounce that.
It's
skimmies. Some Sharpie boys. But they are it's on their county arms. So I didn't know that, but yeah, it's quite interesting. Anyway, yeah, I could read these on for ages, so I think that's it.
We'll move on to the next topic, the one that I...
Well, are we still talking? I thought that was it.
No, we've got one more topic left of your interesting 2 weeks of shit.
Okay, right, I really need to take a piss, though.
Oh my...
Really badly. I'm so sorry. I'll just be a minute, okay? A minute.
Well, welcome to Sad Barangay, where SHG takes a piss.
Honey, I'm home.
Alright.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to drink more water and stuff. I can't help it.
That's a admirable goal because I sure as fuck don't do that.
And I'm going to prove that by pouring some Coke.
Nice. Actually, dehydration has been a very long running issue of mine.
Oh, really? Same.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, I mean, I don't think it ended the same way for you as.
Oh, yeah, I haven't had, like, anything really bad.
Oh, I mean, I say bad, but I mean, the most significant thing that ever really happened out of it was back when I was like 17, because I was just so dehydrated all the time because I basically, one, lived off coffee, and two, didn't drink anything else. I'd bleed a lot when I went to go take a shit. So
Yeah, I've
basically went to the doctor. I was like, oh shit, maybe am I gonna die at like 18 from prostate cancer? Turns out no, I just needed to drink more fucking water.
I had a similar issue as well. Yeah, it wasn't that bad, but definitely quite a bit of blood. But the main thing, even now that I'm trying to drink more water, I never pee as much as other people. I don't pee a lot.
Yeah, but you're a self-conscious little shit who can't go to the
No, but
bathroom.
even just by myself, I just don't pee a lot. Like, apparently you're supposed to pee for 21 seconds. Fuck me. I'm lucky if I break like 7 or something. I mean, now it's a bit better, but it's still pretty bad. This wasn't what we were going to talk about, though, was it?
I don't know. Oh no, well, you were a naughty boy and you did the big gateway drugs for the first time.
I did the devil's lettuce.
Oh yeah, that is one of the. I always like calling it the wacky tobacco.
I have never heard that before.
I'm pretty sure that came from The Simpsons.
So, it does have a bit of a Simpsons ring to it. But yeah, so the story. So okay, so I go to college with this guy who is like, he's not the stereotypical stoner, but he's the stereotypical like
British stoner.
No, like more like environmentally conscious person.
So we're not saying he's a hippie, but like the new hippie.
No, he's a bit of a hippie.
He's
new hippie.
I think we talked about. I think we talked about this when we were like on 21 Jump Street. How everyone's this sort of like, it's cool to be like environmentally friendly and LGBT sensitive, and they all kind of look like these regular happy dudes, but they're all like left wing fucks.
Yeah. So he's pretty left wing.
Fuck, what's his name? The guy who played him, the other DeFranco.
What? Not Philip.
Yeah, his brother.
Oh, shit!
It is his brother.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's his younger brother.
Is it James?
Oh.
No, it's not James. James is the James
no,
DeFranco is the
Philip,
YouTuber. No, Philip.
Oh.
No, Philip is the YouTuber. James Franco.
It's just James Franco. It's not DeFranco.
His relatives, Dave Franco. Yeah, Dave Franco.
Dave Franco. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just looks like just a slightly smaller James Franco.
And tan.
Right.
So, but fuck, his brother's been in a lot of shit recently. Apparently, his acting school was weird as fuck.
I literally have never heard of him outside of that
Spider-Man.
Oh right, okay. Anyway,
so basically, what the point was like. So, are we trying to like imagine that this kid is basically Dave Franco?
Well, I'm going to tell, right? Right? No, he's not like that, right? Okay, so first, he's not a kid. He's older than both of us. He's 28.
Well, Dave Franco is 34.
Oh, God. Stop fucking bringing up Dave Franco. Right? Okay, so God fucking damn it. Okay, so yeah, he's vegan, but not because he doesn't have a massive problem with meat, but also all meat is murder. He
I think is vegan.
He-
Vegan's the one that doesn't eat eggs and cheese, right?
yeah, he doesn't. No, okay, so he only drinks water from a charcoal filter, that he carries around with him.
Oh, so
He
he's really self-conscious about gay frogs.
yeah, very very. He dresses up like a skater. He does skate. He dates a stripper.
Is the stripper
And
older
he-
or younger than him?
Younger.
Like significantly?
And-
Like is the stripper your age?
No.
or-
I think a couple years younger.
Okay, so she's still washed
And-
up. Cool.
And he does every drug that occurs naturally. So every drug, basically. No. I'm not having I'm saying he says that
So-
he does.
So,
He only does drugs that occur naturally, but he basically does every drug.
Okay, so he says, he's only into cocaine and weed, but there's definitely some Xanax and
Well, okay. No, so he says like, yeah, he only does weed and mushrooms and whatever. But yeah, he talks about when he's done ket, when he's done cocaine, when he's done things like that.
has
yeah.
he ever done DMT?
Yes, he has. Also, he hates Joe Rogan. He hates Joe Rogan. Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to think. Oh, what else? Because there is so much shit. He Oh no, I'm losing my train. Oh fuck, I'm losing my train of thought. Oh no, there's honestly so much shit about this guy. Also, he's a great. Oh yeah, no, he totally is fucking like. He's very smarter than thou. Like he preaches a lot constantly, but not like religious preaching, more like opium of the masses sort of preaching. He loves the sound of his own voice.
The sort of that we need to kind of forego these material ideals
Yeah.
and friendship and whatever the fuck.
Massive thing. He's also a massive hypocrite.
Oh, of course he is.
He talks about he doesn't like material things, but he's talking about how he's bought £1,000 mattress and stuff. The cost, not the weight, for Americans.
Oh, nice.
It's not a ton mattress.
Dude. Could you imagine a ton mattress?
Okay. Okay, right? No. We gotta persevere. Also, he's a Buddhist. And he has 24 swastikas tattooed on his body.
Dude, I love this guy.
I was gonna say, if that doesn't turn your whole opinion around on him, yeah. But he's just like, because he wants to claim it back from the Nazis and restore it to the original symbol that it is. So he's got tons of swastikas on him.
Oh, dude, tell him to go the extra mile. Take the mustache back.
Oh no, he's got the neck tattoo of fractal patterns that apparently you get when you do LSD and things.
Yeah, but
Things like that.
dude, tell him to take fucking Adolf's mustache back.
I should say, okay, so he's got a ton of swastikas, but they're arranged in like a pattern.
Of a swastika.
Yeah, no. So they're all kind of bordering each other and overlapping. So it is quite hard to see at first glance, but if you look at it, and especially when it's pointed out to you, oh yeah, dude, I've got like 22.
So
swastikas.
from a distance,
also-
he kind of just looks like he's got this like webbing and shit on. So,
Yeah, but if you just look at it for more than a few seconds, you can clearly see, yeah, they're just swastikas.
wait a minute, that's a
Um,
penis.
He's also got swastikas on the soles of his feet
Ooh.
as well for some reason. But they, apparently, like what he says is they're not in the pattern; they're just pure swastika.
Yeah,
so-
this is to claim it back. This is just because I hate the fucking Jews. So that when I go to fucking stomp on their heads on the curb, it's a swastika going down on them.
Right. Okay. All of this being said, right? He's holier than thou. He thinks whatever, but at the same time, he's also a sound guy. He is sound.
He's a dick, but he's a good lad.
he is a good lad, right? Well, I say this because he gave me free weed, right? Because we basically talking. He's obviously always talking about drugs or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shit, you know, there's a bunch of shit I'd love to try, but I don't have, I don't have a dealer, right? And he's like, dude, I'll hook you up, right? And so he's like, oh, I'll bring in some weed. I was like, sure, like how much would it cost and whatever. He's like, no, first one's free. First one's always free. so yeah. So he insisted. I would have been happy paying for it, but he insisted I got this for free. So I got some weed. I went home.
Well, I do wonder what the rates are in the UK, because I think it's like here it's like 20 for a foil. Last I
foil.
Yeah, just some weed and a piece of tinfoil. I forget what the actual weight is.
God, I forget how simple life is down there. No, okay. So I was asking him. He would charge me because I don't want to roll my own. I know I'm a fucking casual, whatever, because I can't fucking roll, so I don't want to roll my own. So I'm like, you pre-roll them for me. I'll just buy them off you rolled, right? So he would sell me 4 joints for like 20 quid. I'm probably getting ripped off there, but whatever. I don't care, right? Labor charges and all that. Perfectly justified.
Accounting for exchange rates, maybe. Maybe you can rip.
Yeah, well, that would be 40 New Zealand, wouldn't it? 40 New Zealand.
Yeah, something like maybe you're getting ripped off for like two joints.
Yeah. Whatever. Again, I'm fine. I don't mind that, to be honest. But yeah, so okay, so he just rolled them pretty fat as well. So he gave me one. And he said, "Okay, dude, just do like 5 hits, put it out, and see if it hits you, and then continue." Right. So my brother's moved in now, so
he stole the rest of the weed.
No. Right. So he wants to go to sleep, but I'm like, well, dude, I'm gonna smoke this now. And he literally stayed up just so he could watch it, just so he could watch the fucking show, right? So I go out in the garden, smoke it. I'm not really feeling anything at first, so I do like 10, 15 hits.
And then the place
he just
showed
wanted
up.
to. No, well, again, it was, but then like my whole perspective started going weird. I was like hallucinating or whatever, but it was just like, holy shit, my like everything's kind of, and I just kept rolling my lips. I just kept like moving my lips back and forth because I felt them curl. Anyway, I was just laughing, whatever. It was great. I ended up doing basically all of it.
All 4.
No. This was just one. This was just a joint.
Oh, okay.
Like this was free. I'm saying if I wanted to buy, he'd charge 20 quid, 4 joints, 4 fairly thick joints. 4 thicker than the ones I had. The one I had was like, I don't know. I'm not really a great judge, but like medium, I would say. You know, it wasn't fat, but it wasn't like those little tiny ones. It was, good size, expanded. I don't know the term. Conical, whatever. Anyway, so I then really needed to sit down. And so the next like 4 or 5 hours was just, my head was spinning, but I didn't feel queasy, but I felt like my head was spinning. And then my mouth kept going really dry, like cotton mouth. So I kept having, at one point, my brother was having to like feed me water, like put it to my lips and whatever, because I couldn't open my eyes because for some reason in my head, I interpreted the world as a perfect sphere around me, like a 90, like just an orb around my eyes. And so when I opened and I saw that there were shapes and whatever, and the room wasn't a perfect sphere, I was just fucking with me mad. So I had to keep my eyes shut. My brother tried to be funny and put on SpongeBob, but I was way too fucking out. I was like, dude,
you don't need SpongeBob. I mean, I've just sat there and watched a turned off TV for 3 hours.
Okay, so I needed we put on smooth jazz because I needed some background noise. Oh yeah, because my ear, I actually have quite mild tinnitus, because I'm sure I've talked about this, but I was like deaf like 6 months to a year, and stuff. So I've got quite a few ear problems. And the big negative for this, once I powered through it, like after the first half hour, it was just smooth sailing. But that first half hour to hour was really fucking rough because I couldn't open my eyes, and like it was hard for me to move. My ears were ringing, just things like I was mad. So we put on some smooth jazz, and then I asked for my Chupa Chup lolly because I bought a couple of Chupa Chups.
Alright, you
So
call them
suck it
lollies
up.
instead of just lollipops.
Lollipop's fine as well. Yeah. Okay, no, the correct term would be a lollipop. Yeah, but I assumed people would understand what I meant. But
No, because you gotta remember, we've talked about this. Down here, any kind of candy is just called a lolly.
yeah, that's fucking retarded. That is massively retarded, and you should feel shamed.
Oh, fuck you.
Fuck you.
At least we don't have
Okay.
2 words for the same fucking thing.
What? We don't. It's not.
You're fine calling them a lolly and a lollipop. We call lollipops lollipops and candy lollies.
Well, a lolly isn't necessarily normally used for a lollipop, but I just wanted to save the 1 second, right? Sorry.
Well, now
Jesus
you've wasted
Christ.
like 30.
Exactly. No, now you've wasted it by making this whole fucking deal, right? Because you also understood what I meant, and you were needlessly pedantic. So, anyway, right? But then I did prepare. I bought some, like chocolate buttons. I don't know if you guys have them. Cadbury buttons.
Me too, but I don't consider them a snack.
Well, I bought a bag of Cadbury buttons, big bag,
Mm.
and then I bought a bag of crisps. I never eat crisps. For Americans, fucking potato chips or whatever you call them. I don't really eat them, but I bought these big, thick steak ones, and it was the night. Like honestly, I was eating the crisps, then eating the chocolate with the crisps still in my mouth, and then sucking the lolly while I ate the rest. And fuck me, it was amazing. Honestly, it tasted so fucking good. And the reason I do harp on about this is because the very thought of that revolts me. Now I am disgusted by that. But at the time, it was literally, and apparently, yeah, my brother was like he was on the sofa opposite me, but he was like, he wasn't going back to bed because he was worried that I was gonna like choke and die because I was shoving this food in my mouth and whatever.
Eating food isn't normal, but on weed it is.
No, you don't. Apparently, I was like packing my mouth full and stuff. Like, I couldn't eat it fast enough. But yeah, and then I passed out, and I woke up at 11 p.m. Went to bed, and slept for 12 hours. That's all she wrote.
Nice.
But yeah, my review, my review of weed.
7 out of 10.
Yeah, I would say like it felt. I didn't like hallucinate massively. It was more just quite weird. The first half hour to hour was really rough. The feeling, my head spinning, but not feeling really queasy, but also kind of feeling queasy, and my ears were ringing, and then I just couldn't really move. I really struggled to move. All of them really fucked with me. But beyond that, yeah, as somebody who just struggled to get to sleep, the fact that knocked me out for like 18 hours combined. I wasn't asleep that whole time, but that's pretty good.
Yeah,
So
I think that kind of also sums up my opinion on weed. Like, I mean, I don't hate weed, but I mean, I don't need to pay $20 to get drugs to enjoy food and go take a nap.
yeah,
I'm very good at that already.
Oh, actually, one more thing is oh fuck. Oh no, what was I gonna say? Oh, Oh yeah, right. I have never. I'm okay. I'm a fairly lazy person. Anybody who knows me knows I'm pretty lazy, right?
Yes.
But I have never felt lazier than like I was literally saying like this is like laziness levels. It like I couldn't even like lift my hand up, but I could if I tried. But my whole body was just telling me not to do
It's
anything.
like,
Just
why
sit.
why would I do that when I could just mumble and have my
No.
brother feed me?
No, my brother wasn't feeding me, but yeah, because yeah the water.
Yeah, the dries,
At
the
one
dry,
point,
dries,
I needed
dries are
something to
never
drink.
fun.
Yeah, it was really really bad. But it worked. Like I remember, I always have to have a drink when I go to bed. Like have some water, and I don't actually drink the water. But if I don't have the water, I need the water. So I always have to have it by my side. And when I went up to bed, I just went into bed and I realized, oh fuck, my mouth's really dry. I'm really thirsty. But then I was like, oh yeah, but I can just go to sleep, and then I just went to sleep. So
Breaking
I
the
woke up,
conditioning.
yeah, but I woke up mad, dehydrated, like fucking dying. It was like I had a hangover or something. As soon as I got some water, it was fine. But yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like
Um,
that.
Anyway, it's over 2 hours. Pretty good.
Yes. Well, are you gonna do it again?
Sorry.
Are you gonna do it again, or?
Um, Probably, but I'm not in any rush. I'm not like, damn, I fucking need that. But like, it worked. Like, I definitely chilled me out. Um, I'll probably buy it, but yeah, like I'm not like going to rush to get any. But it was a decent experience, yeah.
Yeah, this is again like this is sounding very much like my experiences with weed. Like most of what I did was back when I was like 14, 15.
Mm.
And when I turned, all my friends were a year older than me. So when I turned basically 15, all my friends that I would associate with for that all dropped out of high school, and I just didn't see them again.
Mm.
I was like, yeah, I wouldn't mind some, but I just can't be fucked going to get it.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Well, I mean,
again, just like the whole, all I did on weed was like stare at a TV for 3 hours while it was turned off, and then go take a nap and have something to eat.
oh, right. That was the other thing. I couldn't. Well, I was sorry. I know. Actually, I did say this, didn't I? But yeah, I
Yeah.
couldn't open my eyes at all. I just so I couldn't watch something and enjoy it. I just had to. I just had to sit. I just listen to smooth jazz.
My recommendation: Oreos.
Oh no! Okay, I did buy Oreos. They were in my bag, and I asked my brother to get them, and he couldn't find them. And the next day, I looked in my bag, and they're just right in the bottom. I had Oreos. It's like the one time I had Oreos. Oh.
Oreos are fucking great. I love Oreos.
Well, I don't. I bought them actually because that day I there wasn't enough time to get lunch, so I just went to the vending machine, and everything was really expensive. In Oreos, I got 6, and it was not. I mean, it was still pretty expensive for 6 Oreos, but it wasn't that bad. So I bought some Oreos, put them in my bag, didn't eat them.
Oh,
Just happened to have them when I came back.
No! You got to get like an entire roll of Oreos, preferably 2.
Jesus Christ! I don't eat Oreos that much. I haven't eaten Oreos
On
in a long
weed, you
time.
do.
Oh shit! Actually, I have to go and take a meme picture.
A mean picture or a meme picture?
A meme picture.
Of what?
I can't tell you. You'll see it.
I don't like where this is going.
It's nothing related to you.
Is it your brother's
it.
asshole?
No, it's got nothing. Fuck off! It's got nothing to do with that, right?
Do we want to talk about your brother?
It's been fine so far.
So far.
Yeah, it's so far.
I mean, how long has it been now? 2-3 days.
Friday. No, it's been a week.
Oh shit.
Yeah, moved in on the Saturday.
Has he actually done like housework like he said he would?
Yes, he has.
Oh shit.
So it's how long this continues, but yeah, for the moment, he's also been buying Coke and whatever, and you know. So
Coca-Cola, just as we're getting off the drug conversation.
my brother does not have enough fucking money to buy Coke. That's not a worry.
No, but he has
Anyway.
enough of an aortic cavity.
Right. Okay. Yeah, is that it? Anything else?
Not that I can think of.
Okay.
My ear itches. Now, I'm gonna go and find some food.
Okay.
And then
Noise.
I'm going to play the shit out of Spyro the Dragon on stream. Because I've meant to be I was supposed to have done this during the week so I could record it so that it could be the video to this, but I have not done that because I just keep playing War Thunder like a faggot. So
the issues of modern life, eh?
yes, why pay money for games when you can pay money for games and then play free-to-play games?
All right then.
Although that on that point, Humble Bundle, the monthly Humble Bundle has the like remastered Spyro, the remastered Crash Bandicoot, and Call of Duty World War 2. Like $10.
Don't care about any of them, to be honest.
Okay. Maybe this is.
I used to play
Crash.
Crash Bandicoot a lot, but
Yeah, I will say this is
care.
like Spyro might be my childhood thing. Like, everyone else has their Mario and Zelda and shit. I had Spyro.
Yeah, for me it was like Pokemon. But no, I played a lot of Crash Bandicoot, like Crash Bandicoot 2.
I played a lot of Crash Bash, but none of the mainline games.
Oh, and the Crash Bandicoot disc actually had the demo for Spyro. So I played the demo mission for Spyro a lot. But I don't think I have actually played Spyro properly.
That's what I need in my life is a, you know, like the YouTube documentaries.
Yeah.
I need one of those about the relationship between Universal Entertainment and Insomniac Games. Or Insomniac Games. Like the developers of Crash and the developers of Spyro. Because
there was a connection.
Well, yeah, they. I mean, you had the demo of Spyro on your Crash.
Yeah, but I didn't put that together. Like,
well,
it wasn't.
Oh, obviously there was like a lot of like, I don't know if it was a sibling rivalry or whatever. This is why I want to know because it also goes back into, or it goes further into Jack and Ratchet.
Again, I never really played these games. I thought they were all done by the same company. I don't know, like.
But they were on the PS2. That means they were all made by Sony.
PlayStation 1. Thank you very much. That's when I was playing.
Well, Jack and Ratchet were on PlayStation 2.
Well, sorry, that's too late. After my time.
Oh.
I'm an OG.
I might be a zoomer, but I'm not that zoomer.
Yeah, I might have been a zoomer, but I was also poor and relied on hand-me-downs.
Oh yeah, I mean, I say this as someone who never owned a PS2. I went from like shitty PC to having a PlayStation 1 when the PlayStation 2 came out to basically up and having another crummy PC and then buying an Xbox 360.
No, the 360, man.
That was a good console. Anyway, but this is perhaps a topic for another time.
Yep. 2 weeks. See you then.
Wait, no, not 2 weeks. You're in Belgium in 2 weeks.
I am. Well, I could try and record. I'll bring my mic.
We'll see what happens.
Oh, I mean, my AirPods. I can just do it on my AirPods.
Yeah, but then you got
2 hour
shitty
show.
mic quality.
Whoa, don't be dissing Apple's
Apple doesn't own me. This podcast
I
ain't on
can't-
fucking
I
iTunes.
literally couldn't even finish that with a straight face, to be honest. But whatever. I mean, to be honest, I've heard for because we don't have the same bit rate. I've heard how I sound on the fucking podcast, and I sound like shit anyway, even though I'm using a nice mic.
I mean,
Because the
I
bit
wanna
rate on the
I want to say you're quite
the-
enjoyable, but then again, this is all I've heard of you.
like no, yeah, exactly, yeah, exactly, right. Like I don't sound like how I would if I natively recorded it, or if we even did this in PM, because the audio quality it's one thing if you look at the boost rewards, the higher audio quality, we get 128 kilobits.
Well, you know,
But like on a normal call, we're at like 256 or 384. So we are at a lower bit rate.
well, you know what the alternative is.
What?
Record your own fucking audio and then send it to me so I can splice it together.
I mean, we could also like just do it in a voice chat, like us two together, like just PM to PM.
Is that
That should be high quality.
Is it?
No, that's what I'm on about. Like a DM call, it runs at 256 kilobyte on the server. We've got the boost that puts it up to 128. If we get 2 more boosts, then we get up to 256, and it should be the same quality.
All right. Well, well, maybe.
And then 3 boosts, it's 384, which is higher.
All right, maybe we'll try that next episode. As
Just
for-
boost the server.
Yeah, just
Boost the
boost.
fucking server.
Give me your money.
I'm talking to you too, bitch.
No,
I know
fuck
you're not
them. They
boosting.
don't get my money.
Boost the server.
They
right?
they had
Boost
their
it.
chance, but then they decided they didn't want flat chests.
Well, man. I'm sorry, there was something. I know I shouldn't laugh or whatever. There's something funny about it was Chirudo of all people
Yeah.
that got you. Got you more than anyone else in the in history has got you. Fucking
Well, that's the
Chirudo.
thing. I'm mad, but at the end of the day, it's still a minor inconvenience. I'm still waiting for the day where someone actually ruins my life.
Hmm.
Up until then, it's just minor inconveniences.
You can just say that about life in general, to be fair. But okay.
Yeah. So podcast ending. We'll see what happens for next episode. Because I also I do have a backup idea that I've been tinkering with that I keep putting off because I just can't be fucked.
Who are you going to invite on?
No one you know, but I would like to call them the most interesting person I've ever met.
Definitely not me.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens. Because I haven't asked them. They don't even know that I want to do this. They don't even know that I do this, I don't think.
Hmm. Imagine if it's Arto.
It's not Artel.
I know it's not Arto. I know Arto. Anyway, right. See you later, dude.
Yeah, later, faggot.